as we are growing up, the perception of success determined by the society is mainly because of two things: the money that you make and the recognition that you get. And what greater recognition than receiving an award from the president of your country? And that's exactly why you should watch this video till the end, क्योंकि मैं आज लेकर आया हूं आपके सामने एक ऐसा एक्सपीरियंस जहां पे मुझे नेशनल अवार्ड मिला by the 13th President of India, प्रणब मुखर्जी। और इसीलिए इस वीडियो को अंत तक देखिए, क्योंकि वीडियो के अंत में मैं शेयर करने वाला हूं वो वीडियो क्लिप जहां पे मेरे उनसे मुलाकात हुई थी। और अगर आप इस चैनल पे नए हो तो जरूर इसे सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और बेल आइकन को भी दबाइए, ताकि जब मैं नया वीडियो डालूं तो सबसे पहले आप देख सकें। तो आइए शुरू करते हैं। नमस्ते दोस्तों, मेरा नाम है अभय वलसंकर, मैं हूं कॉन्फिडेंस कोच और मैं वेलकम करता हूं आपका थ्रोबैक थर्सडेज में, जहां पे हर थर्सडे में लेके आता हूं एक ऐसा वीडियो which shares a few moments from my life which has really inspired me in my life. But then as people say that what you see is usually the tip of the iceberg. People don't know what went behind. So the picture that you see on the screen right now is me receiving that award from the 13th President of India, Pranab Mukherjee. But not many people know what exactly happened behind. What's the backstory? What got me there in the same frame with the president? So today I'm going to share that, and it is something that really inspires me in every part of my life. So let us begin. It all started on June 1st when I gave my last engineering paper. तो 3 बजे पेपर खत्म हो गया, and 3:01 पे when I stepped out of my classroom, I saw a peon who was walking in the corridor, and he asked me the most difficult question of my life. And the question was, कि अब आगे क्या? What would you do next in your life? Now, how many of you have experienced this, that the moment your education ends, everybody around suddenly starts caring for you and asking you, अब आगे क्या करोगे? And that puts tremendous pressure on us. If there's someone in your life who does that, then let me know in the comments below, because I'm pretty sure it is relatable for us. So he asked me that difficult question, and somehow I felt a little angry. अभी सांस तो लेने दे यार, अभी पेपर खत्म हुआ है. And I was a little angry because how the hell did he ask me that question? But then I realized my anger was not on him, my anger was on myself, क्योंकि मेरे को उसका आंसर पता नहीं था. So I had not set for any placement, तो मेरे पास कोई जॉब भी नहीं है हाथ में. A lot of my friends had already secured their job, and that's why I was jobless, sitting at home, and that's why tremendous pressure कि आप आगे क्या करें. Then comes the month of August. और आप ये जानते होंगे, अगर आपके फ्रेंड्स हैं जिन्होंने इंजीनियरिंग किया है, and if they are well to do, then typically they opt for an option called as MS in US. So in the month of August, almost 6-7 times मैं घर से बाहर निकल रहा था रात को 11 बजे 12 बजे to drop my friends to the airport. So this was like the exact scenario which was happening. So 12 बजे when I am leaving, my mom used to see and she used to ask, कहाँ जा रहे हो? And I was like, I'm going to the airport to drop my friend. He's going for masters in US. He's like, okay, great, go. My mom has been always very supportive. Then came the second time. I'm leaving the house at 12 o'clock. She's like, कहाँ जा रहे हो? Airport friend. She's like, okay. Third time, airport friend, airport friend, airport friend. Then came the sixth time and the most difficult point in my life. So in the sixth time, again रात को 11:30 बजे when I'm leaving, she's asking me, where are you going? And I'm like, to the airport. And then she gives me a look which she says, no, where are you going in your life? जिंदगी में हमेशा एयरपोर्ट जाओगे सिर्फ दोस्तों को ड्रॉप करने, या फिर कभी खुद भी फ्लाइट पकड़ोगे? That is what her expression meant. And when she said that, I was as if, oh my God, ये क्या हो गया यार? It was as if a 100-kilo stone is put on my heart. It pricked that hard. But then I realized she had the best intentions, because I was going nowhere with my life. So I called up my friend and said, boss, जा तू जी ले अपनी जिंदगी, मैं नहीं आ रहा हूँ, all the best, because I need to figure out what I'm doing. And slowly went the month of August. Then I got a call from one of my friends who said, you are very good at this, but if you want to go ahead, do a formal certification. And in India, the Ministry of Human Resource and Development have a course which is called as ISTD. And if you do that, that's something which will help you. So मैं गया वेबसाइट पे, मैंने www. दिया, एंटर कर दिया, and now I see an image. So that image was of then the Railway Minister of India, Suresh Prabhu, who was giving an award to a trainer for securing some national rank. And I was like, क्या सही बात है यार? Imagine if I am there in that picture and Suresh Prabhu gives me an award. क्या बात होगी यार? जिंदगी भर सबको बोल पाऊंगा सुरेश प्रभु से अवार्ड मिला. It will be a bragging rights for me. And with that one thought that I want this in my life, I enrolled for the course. Now this course was a 2-year course, so it was very comprehensive. A lot of theory, a lot of practical, a lot of trainings, everything involved. So every time when I was doing it, this is what I had done. वो जो फोटो था जिसमें सुरेश प्रभु is giving an award to a participant, to a trainer, मैंने वो फोटो डाउनलोड कर दिया साइट से, और मैंने उसमें से वो पार्टिसिपेंट का चेहरा निकाल दिया और मैंने अपना चेहरा उसके ऊपर डाल दिया और उसे एज अ वॉलपेपर सेट कर दिया मेरे लैपटॉप. Now, every day for 2 years, whenever I opened my laptop, that was the first thing that popped up in my eyes that, you know what, you need to achieve this. And that is where I realized, boss, this is my dream now. ये मेरे को चाहिए ही चाहिए. अभी कर रहे तो आर या पार, as simple as that. So I enrolled for the course, and 2 years I put all my efforts in. And then after 2 years, after all the examinations, all the trainings, all the classes, everything is done, I get a letter. And I get a letter which says that amongst thousands and lakhs of people who have been in this course, you have secured all India rank 1. Now imagine this, for someone who never thinks of such things, then to get a letter like this, it was something which was overwhelming. And there was another letter which says that all India rank 1 in this domain and all India rank 2 as an overall course. And I was like, okay, what does that mean? So I told my mom that, Mom, I've received a rank, all India rank 1 or all India rank 2, ऐसे कुछ हुआ है, and I'm not sure exactly what it is. And she was very overwhelmed. कि पूरे भारत में you are all India rank 1, you are all India rank 2, this, that. And it did not hit me at that point. But then came the point wherein after 15 days, I got a call from Delhi saying that since you have secured all India rank, I'm going to invite you to come to Delhi to receive an award. So I was like, okay, अब धीरे धीरे लाइफ का वो सर्कल कंप्लीट हो रहा है. वो कोर्स स्टार्ट किया था क्योंकि वो अवार्ड चाहिए था सुरेश प्रभु से, और अभी वो पॉइंट आ गया जब दिल्ली जा रहे हैं अवार्ड के लिए. So I was very excited at that point. I asked the person on call, Asha, so tell me, madam, is it Suresh Prabhu who's going to give the award? But I was very curious. And this is what she said, no, it is not Suresh Prabhu, but we cannot disclose the name because it's a security concern. I was like, security concern? What the hell is that? But then I realized कि boss, अगर security concern है, मतलब बंदा जरूर अच्छा होगा, वरना खाली फुकट क्यों security concern होगा, right? So I was like, okay, cool. Then I asked them, can I bring someone with me? And she was like, yes, you can bring one person to the convocation. So I was like, great, I'm going to take my mom with me. She has been a support throughout. So then me and my mom started planning for the journey. Now we had to reach the venue for the convocation early morning, 7:45 reporting, and 8 o'clock event starts. So this is what I did. I purposely booked the midnight flight so that रात को ही हम घर से निकलेंगे. And when we were leaving, at the door, me and my mom had a conversation wherein I said, do you remember there was a moment where I was going to drop people at the airport and it was as if what was I doing in my life? कभी मैं flight पकड़ूंगा क्या? So today is our day where we are picking our flight and we are going for our journey. And she was very happy. At that point, the neighbors around were looking कि कहाँ जा रहे रात को? And my mom is like, नहीं इसको award मिल रहा है, हम दिल्ली जा रहे हैं. I was like, अच्छा है, बोलो बोलो सबको बोलो. That was a nice feeling that we were getting at that point, because these are the moments that we cherish. And then we reached Delhi early morning. Now we have a habit of going to the venue way before time. तो अगर 7:45 बोला है तो हम तो 7 o'clock ही पहुंच गए. And since we were amongst the first one, auditorium पूरा खाली था, सिर्फ वो साफ सफाई करने वाले वहां पे थे. और वहां पे उनका एक facility manager था, who was supposed to do the seating arrangements. So I told my mom that, Mom, don't worry, you just go and sit in any of the rows there, and me and my friend will just move around, we'll explore and we'll come back. So as my mom went ahead, she sat at the center, second, third row में वो बैठ गई. And at that very point, as I was leaving, facility manager came up to her and said, अरे नहीं चलो उठो उठो पीछे जाओ, ये सब sitting arrangement के हिसाब से बैठो. And the way he said that was a little disrespectful. Because honestly, if somebody has invited you as a guest, then the least that we can do is be polite, right? But the way he treated her was something that I did not like. But I thought, चल ना आज positive day, क्यों सुबह सुबह झगड़ा करना है? So I was like, okay, no problem. So my mom got up, we went behind, and we were then standing, waiting for the arrangements to take place. Now the sitting arrangements were with respect to the ranks that you are secured. Which means what? That if you have had an All India rank 1 or 2, then obviously you mean that you sit in the front row, first and second seat. So now the same facility manager takes out his notes and he sees कि क्या कौन कैसे बैठेगा, and then he announces on the mic, seat number 1 is for this, seat number 2, Abhay, please come and sit. And then he looks at me and my mom and he realizes, oh, this was the guy, okay. And then he's like, okay, no, sorry, this, that. I was like, it's okay, not a problem. It's a part of your job. But I want you to realize this, these are the small moments. You never know who the person is. That's why being polite is the best way ahead. So we went and we sat, and roughly 250-300 people in the room. And now came the time when everybody was excited because the chief guest was none other than the 13th president of India, Pranab Mukherjee. So as you can see in this clip, नाम announce होता है, मैं ऊपर जाता हूँ, बहुत ज़्यादा wobbly हूँ, I'm not sure how to react. President से मुलाकात हो गई, certificate ले लिया, and while he was looking at me and congratulated me, I was looking somewhere else, as you see in this picture, because I was looking and searching for my mom, who was there in that front row, and she has a phone in her hand. She's trying to click a picture. She's a little emotional, so the phone is a little wobbly, but one of the most precious moments of my life. And then I shook hand with the president, and then I came down. Now, what I didn't knew was that you are not allowed to touch the president. So there is a protocol which says you cannot have shake hands with the president. And I absolutely have no idea about this. So when I came down, their personal secretary comes up to me and says, don't you know the protocols? I'm like, what happened? Like, you are not supposed to touch the president. I'm like, how do I know? हम लोग रोज थोड़ी मिलते हैं यार. So how do I know about these things? He's like, never ever do that again. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, I know you, I wouldn't. And then after 2 minutes, once again the name came up because I've received 2 awards. And now this time the personal secretary was looking at me only, saying, this time you do it, I'll see what to do. So I went up again and instantly Pranab Mukherjee recognized, hey, this guy has come up again. So he gave a bright smile and he just did this, which said, keep going. And those 2 words, keep going, are enough for me to keep going for my life because those came from the President of India. And that's the point when I realized this is the mission of my life, to train and to go ahead and help people to achieve their goals. And through this whole experience, this is what I learned, the 3 biggest lessons. Lesson number 1, unless you have a dream, you cannot achieve it. Life में अगर आप सपना नहीं देख रहे हो, if you don't have a dream, how are you going to achieve it? So always and always have a dream. It may scare you, but doesn't matter, it is important to have. The lesson number 2 is the butterfly effect. If you see my journey towards meeting the president, it started first at a course which was an NLP course. वहाँ पे किसी ने मुझे कहा कि तुम ये कोर्स करो, वहाँ पे किसी ने कहा कि तुम अभी ये ऐसे करो, फिर वैसे करो, फिर ये करो, फिर ये करो. So I did all these 10 things and then eventually that happened. So I want you to realize this is the butterfly effect. आप कोई एक चीज करते हो, दूसरी चीज करते हो, you need to trust the process. You don't have to figure out everything at the start point because you can only connect the dots in reverse direction. That was the second principle which I learned, that always trust the process and believe in the butterfly effect, it works well. And the third one, most important for me, have an attitude of gratitude. Be humble to the people around and show your gratitude to all those who support you in your journey when nothing's happening for you. When there was nothing happening for me sitting at my home, my mom was there to support me saying, you go ahead, do it, you will do it. My friends were there to support me saying, don't worry, we'll take care. Everybody around was there to support when nothing else was there. And today this single picture, when I go ahead and I show it to people, it gives me enough clients to then move on. So I want you to realize this, that everything that you see comes as a part of a lot of hard efforts, a lot of things which people don't even know. And that's why it's important to go ahead and share and chase them, because that is how you create a reputation, that is how you create a respect for yourself. So to quickly revise, what were the 3 learnings that I learned from the experience of meeting the President of India? Number 1, always have a dream. If you don't, how would you chase them? Number 2, trust the process and believe in the butterfly effect. You can only connect the dots when you look back at life. Number 3, very, very important, have an attitude of gratitude and be humble, be blessed for all the people who support you in your journey when you haven't achieved anything yet. And I'm pretty sure कि इस वीडियो से आपको जरूर वैल्यू मिली होगी, और अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आया तो मुझे कमेंट्स में जरूर बताइए, और आप भी शेयर कीजिए आपके लाइफ के कुछ इंस्पायरिंग मोमेंट्स, because we all inspire each other through our journeys. And thank you so much for watching this video till the end. And again, if you're new to this channel, then please subscribe and press the bell icon and share and spread it with all your friends, so even they will be inspired to live a better life. So thank you so much once again. Thank you.